Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. Hope you are well. I'm not 100% sure that I can see. Oh, there we go. My screen's popped up. Good. So what we're going to do for the bonus in Chamber 2 is this. We're going to take a look at making a brand new file here, a little new project for us. And once you've done that, I call mine Mount Olympus Chamber 2 bonus, just for us. So I'm going to go and open that up. You'll make a new one and call it Chamber 2 bonus. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look at creating the dialog boxes and the things that we can do with dialog boxes. Now for the gameplay and for the people who are playing the game, the dialog boxes are actually really helpful, especially when you come to things like points and level ups and things like this. Okay, you can direct your players to your audience and your players to look at something for you. Okay, so what we're going to do is just take a look at the dialog box itself and then look at our start container, because I don't have a start container here. I'm going to show you why the start container is important. So I've just put a start container into my canvas, which is here. Okay, now if I take a look at this and explain what's happening, anything that goes inside here, it goes from top to bottom. So it reads from the top and then it'll say on start, this is going to happen. Your character shows, your background shows, your instruction shows. And then anything that happens that you tell it to happen, you can get your dialog box to do things in here. So maybe there are certain things that you want. So if I go and get dialog and go and search for dialog like that, you can see that I've got my dialog button, my box here. All right, so I'm going to go and show my long text along the bottom. Okay, in fact, I might go full screen just for this so that we can see it all in one go. So I'm going to go and say save the dogs from the cat attack. Okay, so I'll do that, and then in here you can see it goes full screen. So far so good. Okay, so that's me going full screen. If I put that at the bottom, it'll refresh. It's going to put that at the bottom and let it refresh, and the game will refresh here. There we go, so it's gone to the bottom. And you can see that it's all black and white at the moment. So I'm going to go to my search and go to dialog again. And this time, if I look real close, I can set my dialog text color to do certain things. Okay, so I need to put this at the top, because remember the instructions go from the top. So whatever's underneath it, the instruction above tells the thing underneath how to behave. So I'm going to go to here, I'm going to go and click on my color. At the moment it's grey, so I'm going to go and change this to blue, and then it'll go into blue like that. So far so good. Okay, so what we can experiment with now is if I go and right click on this and duplicate, or if I go to here and get another one, okay, and go and set color to, or you can actually duplicate like that and right click on it and get another one. Okay, I don't want that one, just want one for the moment. If I can change my color to green this time and then go and duplicate this one, what I can do now is get Zumba to save the dogs. Okay, so I'm going to put that across the bottom. Okay, save the dogs from the cat attack. And so get Zumba, your character, to save the dogs. Okay, so I'm going to hit start. Okay, so over here, if I go full screen, okay, just move myself out of the way a little bit. Okay, so like that, you can see what's going on now. So save the dogs from the attack, and if I click on A, I then get green text. So far, so good, right? We can go and have an experiment with that, and we can go and sort of work things out a little bit with that. So let's just go and pull myself out of the way. There we go. However, if we've got something that we can go and experiment with here, so we can have an action when something actually happens here, we can change the on start, or you can have a go right now as this bonus and do something slightly different. So as I was saying about the dialog boxes can do lots of things. Okay, so here I've just made up something for you. You can use this in your bonus as well. You can go and make all these together yourself inside your arcade. And what we're going to do is just have something that is going to just fly around and pretend to be the game where the character collects the food, and then every time we get the food, the score goes up by 1, and there's a sound. Okay, and in the corner here you can see that the number 1 will go up 1, 2, 3, 4 with a ba-ding every time. Okay, let's see it in action. So here you can see it going up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, So far, so good. However, if we are at a certain point in our game, okay, we can say, look, as soon as a score reaches this, we want to go and put a dialog box up, okay? So this is going to look a bit like this. So in here, I've gone to info, and instead of having just those dialog boxes anywhere that we just want, we can have them with purpose. So here I've got on score 100, I change that to on score equals 5, and then I set my dialog box to color purple, blue, and then show long text at the bottom, and I change it to green, get zoomed to say the dogs, okay? Just pretend that the apple is the dog, okay? So let's go and see this in action. I'll go and reset this. And there we have a dialog box that's going to tell our characters, our players, what's going to happen in the game and direct them as to a part of the game and what they should be doing as to your story, okay? So I want to give you this, okay, but without the on score, and then we can also go and test out what I've just shown you, okay? So, gonna have fun. I'll show you this. You can get this from the board, or you can get this inside our website, and then you can go and have a little experiment with using dialog boxes with a different purpose. Okay, as always, good luck.